So it's nice that we have people, and you may know some people who have the Xactimate program that will give you that estimate. In terms of personal property, if you're going to be handling your own claim, and I'm not here, like I was telling you, I'm not here as a solicitor, but if there is a way I can help you after that, after our meeting, sure, take my card, but I can quite honestly tell you, we are going to be inundated with homes. We've already have so many homes signed up from Malibou, from Bell Canyon, that are totally burned to the ground. We have limited capacity, so we really can't take on smoke damage claims. But I want you to be proactive, and I want you, if you're gonna deal with your insurance company, I want you to dictate what's going to happen in your claim. If you don't, the insurance company is going to tell you what will be. And you don't want that. I want to tell you what you're entitled to. So you need to list all of the damage items. The insurance company wants to pay for, in every policy, they will pay for the lesser of the two, clean or replace, okay? They'll want you to come in and clean all your clothing. Well, first of all, we can't even get back there. So the longer it sits, for example, clothing, the more, and the upholstery, the longer it sits, the more it absorbs the smoke, and you can't clean it. You're never gonna clean mattresses, so start listing all your mattresses and your bedding and your pillows, because they need to replace those for sure. You may have a battle about upholstery and clothing and shoes and things like that, but trust me, I had a client in Montecito, and she had a smoke claim. She had ash on the floor, but the house wasn't burned. She had good insurance. She had Chubb insurance, okay? They have a different understanding than maybe Allstate, because I had another claim that was a nightmare with Allstate. A multi-million-dollar home. The owner wanted to clean his home immediately and get back in. Well, he destroyed the evidence. Allstate came in and said, look, you cleaned it. We don't know you for anything. And all of his clothes are smoke damaged, and they said, well, you know, we should have cleaned it. But my client, we were on board right away with my client in Montecito with a smoke claim. I went in and spent 3 days in her closet, photographed every individual item, listed it. One Michael Kors shirt, $60. One Target workout pants, $15, photograph everything. I have a claim this big. It was $515,000 for her and her friend who lived with her. And Chubb paid the entire amount. That's unusual, but it's Chubb. You know, some are a little more of a struggle. Before I turn this over to Brad, I do want to say though, in this climate of a firestorm, the Department of Insurance may issue an order, not an order, but a suggestion, which insurance companies typically will follow, for them to pay out all policy limits to anyone who has a total burn, because we saw that happen last year in Ventura. And then they requested that the carriers pay 75% of everyone's personal property. Fantastic. Many people didn't even have 75%. They ended up getting a check for $300,000, and maybe they only had $100,000 of personal property. Well, the insurance company is not going to take that money back. But in a firestorm climate, this type of thing can happen. I don't want people to rush, because it's going to be a long time before an adjuster will come out to your house. So don't fret about that. As long as you make your claim, if you haven't made a claim yet, please make a claim, even if it's for smoke damage. Most people in Malibou Lake have the California Fair Plan. That's only for fire. If you had water damage from the firemen putting out your house, your DIC policy, your difference in conditions policy, it might be farmers, Pacific Specialty, you may not even have one. But if you have another policy, they don't cover fire. They will only cover the water damage or other damage. If you had a pipe break, you would use them instead of the California Fair Plan. So that was my spiel, and I think I'm gonna give it over to Brad to fill in on some things